Hey guys, it's me, Miss Carpenter, coming to you from my parents' house. Hmm. And I'm just going to show you a quick color grading tutorial. Now, there are lots of ways you can color grade. There's no set perfect way. Just play around, honestly, with the different features you have to get that look that you want. You know what film you're making. You know kind of how you want it to look. And tweaking different things can really make some of your colors pop if you need it to pop. Tweaking things can really make your colors kind of fade in and look bland if that's what you're going for, right? Setting that mood. So, first thing I'm going to do, I want to make sure that my preview right here, my program, is in comparison mode, which it is right now. It says before and after. To get to comparison mode, you're going to click this guy right here. If you don't have that guy, you're going to press the plus, and you'll find it in this little button editor. You can take it and you can just drag it. But I already have it, so I'm just going to press OK. All right, so I need a clip. I'm going to pull this guy on. Okay, we'll find where we want to go. Boom. So after I pull my clip on, I'm going to come over to my effects panel and I'm going to press Lumetri Presets. It is going to give me lots of options. Again, play around with these. See what kind of preset things they already have for you. Depending on what kind of camera you have, like if you have a Canon 7D, they have a bunch of presets specifically for the 7D, because a lot of the times cameras, even though you basically are kind of like you're filming with it, right? They're all kind of made the same way, but depending on what type of things they use or how they put in the light, how they put in the just the different things for your aperture can also kind of slightly change how your picture looks. So they have presets that cater to those specific cameras. Now, I was using my phone, so and anyway, I typically come up to my film stocks, and I usually grab the Fuji Eterna 250D. I just kind of like that look, honestly. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to drag it onto my clip. Boom. Okay. If you click the little vertical one, you can see that difference clearly, right? Horizontal one takes it a moment. You can see that difference. It might be subtle, but it's there. Now I want to go back to my side by side. Okay. So after I've done that, I'm going to come over to my effect controls. I'm going to go to the Lumetri color in my effect controls, and I want to click the little arrow next to basic correction. First thing I'm going to do is kind of play around with my temperature. Is it too warm? Is it too light? Let's do extremes, right? All the way cool, all the way warm. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, now I'm going to kind of do that. I kind of like that. I think that's the look that I'm going for, just with the wall, right? I don't want it to be too warm. Okay, so now that I've played around with that, I can look at my options under tone. I usually will come in and kind of grab some shadow, go to the left. I kind of enjoy the darker looks around your body. I feel like it kind of makes your object or your subject pop out a little bit more. If you want, you can also play around, well, with all of it, but with your blacks and whites too. Again, depending on the look that you're looking for. But I'm not going to do that. Also, of course, exposure, right, and contrast. If you haven't white balance and it's like clear that you haven't white balance, there is a white balance selector, and it's going to move all of those things around to try to get it to exactly the place where it would be for a pure white. What you would do is just click the eyedropper and then click on something in the picture that is supposed to be pure white. Okay, so I kind of like that look. Now what I want to do is saturate it some. Okay, now let's go extreme. All the way to the right, saturated. All the way to the left, no saturation, no color. All right, but I want it maybe just like slightly saturated. I like the blue of that couch. Now I want to make sure it didn't mess with my skin tone too much, so I'm going to go to curves. I'm going to scroll down to sat versus sat. Okay, sat versus sat. Right above it, there's a little eyedropper. I'm going to click that eyedropper. I'm going to click on my skin. Now, this is going to be subtle sometimes. I'm just going to move it a little bit to kind of take away some of that saturation from my skin. Now, if I go all the way down, you're going to start to see, do you see that blue line kind of coming through, right? Too much. That's not how I look. I'm not a monster. I'm not from some Marvel movie. I'm not, what's her name, Athena from Guardians of the Galaxy. All right, so I'm just going to go like right there. That looks pretty good to me. If I want to see it full size, I can click on it. If I press my tilde key, which is next to my number 1 on the left, I can kind of, oh, it got mad. There we go. I can see it full size now. Okay. So yeah, I actually really like the look of that. I like how that looks. I like it better than this over here. I think the colors are brighter. I think they pop. I think it makes me stand out from the couch a little bit more. Okay. And then that's it. I'm just going to keep it like that. Now, if I want to save that, if I know that I have lots of feature or lots of footage in that room, maybe I film in that room a lot, and I like how this preset is, I can save it. Right click, save preset. And then it'll walk you through saving it. Then you could just go for it. The other thing you can do if you don't want to necessarily save it as a preset is if I come in here and press Control C, right? I clicked on the Lumetri color, I press Control C. Now, if I have another clip that I want to add that preset to, I can come over here, click on it, stop, press Control V, and now it's going to change it's going to add that preset. Everything I did to the other one. Now, this is why it's important to make sure, like, okay, is that for sure the setting you want because you're in a different spot now, your lighting's a little bit different. But if you're in the same lighting, if you're in the same spot, boom, copy paste that mess. Copy, paste it. Okay, that's all. Happy color grading.